Abortion should be legal in the U.S., and here's why. Before we can talk about why abortion should be legal, we first need to understand what an abortion is. The dictionary definition of abortion is the deliberate termination of a human pregnancy, most often performed during the first 28 weeks of pregnancy. Let's talk about the history of abortion. Abortions have been performed for thousands of years and in every society that has been studied. Abortion has been legal in the United States from the time the early settlers arrived, and at the time that the Constitution was adopted, abortions were openly advertised and commonly performed. However, in the mid to late 1800s, states began passing laws that made abortion illegal. The motivations behind these anti-abortion laws differed from state to state, one reason being religion, and another being the fear that the population would be dominated by the children of newly arriving immigrants, whose birth rates were higher than those of native Anglo-Saxon women. During the 1800s, all surgical procedures, including abortion, were extremely risky. Hospitals were not common, antiseptics were unknown, and even the most respected doctors had only primitive medical educations. This all changed in 1973 when the Supreme Court passed Roe v. Wade. This new law made it possible for women to get safe, legal abortions from well-trained medical practitioners. The case was between Norma McCorvey, also known as Jane Roe, and Henry Wade, the Texas Attorney General. The case began when Norma McCorvey was a 21-year-old who had learned that she was pregnant with her third child. McCorvey wanted to end the pregnancy, and her friends had advised her to claim that she was raped so that she could have an abortion. But Texas law at the time did not allow for abortions in cases of rape or incest, and the illegal clinic that she had hoped to use had closed. So with the help of Sarah Weddington and Linda Coffey, two attorneys, Norma McCorvey sought a declaration that Texas's law was unconstitutional. And in January of 1973, the Roe v. Wade judgment affirmed that access to safe and legal abortion was a constitutional right. However, even after Roe v. Wade was passed, people continued to protest against abortion. In 2010, as a backlash to Barack Obama's healthcare reform, many state legislators went on to pass a record number of abortion restrictions. And by 2018, Donald Trump had replaced the court's swing vote Anthony Kennedy with a judge that many predicted would overturn Roe. Many states then proceeded to pass laws that were blatantly unconstitutional in order to force the courts to reconsider Roe, one of these being the Heartbeat Bill. Heartbeat bills vary by state, but most often it bans abortions as early as 6 to 8 weeks. And what's crazy about this is that 6 weeks pregnant is only 2 weeks late. So most of the time, women don't even know that they're pregnant. States have also been passing abortion bans, which don't allow for abortions in the most dire circumstances, such as the mother's life at risk or rape and incest. This has sparked an outrage across America because women don't want to be told what to do with their body, especially by men. Women are being told to find another option, but what other options are there? Adoption? Not in this day and age. On any given day, there are nearly 443,000 children in foster care in the United States. And in 2017, more than 690,000 children spent time in the U.S. foster care. 1/3 of the children entering foster care are people of color. Adoption can be an extremely expensive process. Those who choose to go through a private agency can expect to pay anywhere from $5,000 to $40,000, and those who work with an attorney can expect to pay anywhere from $8,000 to $40,000. The adoption process can also be extremely long, ranging anywhere from a few months to 7 years. Because of the cost and the time required, more than 17,000 young people will age out of foster care without permanent families. If you don't want to give your child up for adoption, then what other options do you have? This is when women will turn to unsafe at-home abortions. In 1 month-long period of 2017, there were more than 200,000 Google searches related to information on self-abortion. Women do many different things to give themselves an abortion, whether that's ordering pills illegally online, using a coat hanger, or even ramming themselves into different objects. Each year, some 68,000 women die of unsafe abortion. And of those that survive, 5 million will suffer long-term health complications. Did you know that women were about 7 times more likely to die from childbirth than from legal abortion? In conclusion, foster care is full, and women are dying from at-home unsafe abortions.